Hi, Samantha. Hello. Hi, Samantha. Hello.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Samantha Uncut, where I discuss celebrity news, hot topics, reality TV, and so much more. All commentary is alleged and in my opinion, and for entertainment purposes only. Hey, everyone. I hope you all are having an amazing morning, evening, or afternoon, wherever you are. Child, I'm back with some hot mess news regarding Remy Ma and Papoose. Before we get into that, y'all know what to do. Make sure that you like, comment, and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and also don't forget to follow me on my social media platform at Samantha Uncut on Instagram and Samantha.uncut on TikTok. It's been a wild couple days on social media between Papoose and Remy Ma, and I am just so disappointed in this couple because they sold us black love, right? And to see the mess that is happening between them, it is so disappointed. I am disgusted. I am so hurt. Well, not really hurt, but I am just so annoyed with all of it. All of it. So let me just do a quick recap. Papoose and Remy Ma, they are known married couple in the hip hop game. They've been married for quite some time. Remy Ma had gone to jail for allegedly pow-powing her friend for some money, and she was in jail for about 6 years, and Papoose held her down allegedly for those 6 years where he was taking care of all their business, holding down the fort until she came home. She came home from jail and they were seemingly living their lives happily. However, we now find out that that hasn't been the case over the years because there has been struggles within their marriage, and now everything is coming to the forefront of social media. We don't really see them in the past. Actually, we don't really see them going on social media and airing out their dirty laundry, but for some reason now social media is all the way up in their dirty laundry. And I'm not going to be able to provide all the information that has happened over social media in the past couple of days because it's been a lot. It's been so much back and forth, and I'm just so annoyed and I'm over it. But I wanted to talk about it because I just want to talk about how you never know what people are going through when you see couples and you see them look happy, and then you're like, oh, they're couple goals, and then this is the outcome of it. Like, I would never think in a million years that I would see Papoose and Remy come on the internet to dog each other out the way that they're doing it now. So allegedly for the past 2 years, it seems like they have been separated and doing their own thing. However, it's allegedly they were still living together, but living as a separated couple. Y'all know what that means when two married people live in the same household and they don't sleep in the same bed, or sometimes they may sleep in the same bed, but they still go out on the road and they do their thing with other people. That is what I'm talking about. And it's allegedly that is what their marriage was like for the past 2 years, moving forward to today's date, where Papoose is now dating Claressa Shields and Remy is dating Easy the Block Captain. That's the name that he goes by. He's some battle rapper. I've never heard of him. I don't know anything about this man, and I don't care to know anything about him. Papoose is now dating Claressa Shields, and if you guys don't know who Claressa Shields is, because I didn't know who Claressa was until this whole Papoose and Remy Ma mess. Claressa is actually a boxer, a really good boxer, from Flint, Michigan. She is apparently the first woman in the U.S. to win an Olympic gold medal for boxing in the sport, and I am just so disappointed. There is actually a movie about her life called The Fire Inside, which I heard about that movie and I wanted to watch it, didn't get to watch it as yet, but the fact that this mess is overshadowing that movie is really disappointing, because that movie is getting like Oscar buzz, and it has Ryan Destiny portraying Clarissa, and Ryan is a really good actress. And this whole mess, you're not hearing anyone talk about this movie. So Remy had gone on Instagram Live. She did this long Instagram Live where she was talking about Papoose, and she was basically saying that he has not filed for divorce, or that she has filed for divorce, but he is dragging his feet and he is not responding to the lawyers, or he's not wanting to retain a lawyer to get the process moving. So she's coming to the internet to talk about him and to blast him and to just expose everything that has been going on. Papoose then went on his live. He did about 3 lives back to back where he's responding to all the claims that Remy put out, and he posted that he filed for divorce that day. So he filed for divorce, or he responded to the divorce filing on May 22nd, and that was due to Remy going on Instagram Live exposing him, allegedly. Now, the reason why Remy also went on Instagram Live was due to Claressa, who did an interview with the Breakfast Club, and she mentioned Remy, or she alluded to Remy by talking about the elephant in the room and all of that. And so Remy felt offended. There's been numerous shade being thrown towards Remy, in my opinion. I feel like Claressa has been throwing shade towards Remy. There was a point where she said she wanted to fight Remy, and I'm just like, girl, why are you in these people's marriage? What is going on? Like, you have so much going on. Why are you in these people's marriage? But also, a couple years ago, allegedly, Easy and Papoose, they had gotten into an altercation, and he was basically, through his battle rap, Easy was dissing Papoose, saying that he's sleeping with his wife. All these gutter, they were just going gutter. So now we're here. So in Remy's Instagram Live, she talked about how Papoose was broke, how he didn't have anything. She paid for everything. Well, when she was in jail, how he was using her money to pay for everything, and she came home to $0. She was just going on and on about Papoose and their marriage breakdown and all the stuff that he allegedly did, and how he wanted to just keep up this image of black love for the public, and he cares so much about public perception and all of that, and how he's basically using Claressa for a come up. Claressa then went on her Twitter, and she wanted to debunk all that information that Remy said. So she even said, oh, she's not broke, and told Remy to stop talking about Papoose, and because he's such a helpful man, and he's a good loyal man, he's a good man, Savannah. And she is talking about how her cars are 2022 and 2023s, and Papoose is not managing her. Child, it was a lot of unnecessary shit that we don't need to know about. Then Papoose went on his live, and he was talking about how he wrote 90% of Remy's lyrics or her rap. Papoose, did you write Sheeter? That's all I gotta. That's all I want to know. Did you write Sheeter, or Sheether? Did you write that? Let me know, because that was a time. So congratulations to you if you wrote it. If not, it's kind of given Safari and Nicki at this point, because at one point Safari was saying that he wrote songs for Nicki, but I cannot tell you one song that Safari has done for himself that I can recite and say, okay, yeah, Safari did this song. Just like I can't say one song from Papoose that I'm gonna say, oh yeah, Papoose is the one that wrote, and he's this rapper. Like, I can't do that. So I just want to know which songs you wrote. Show us the receipt, because at this point, Remy is coming with a lot of receipts about their relationship, and he's just coming online and talking. And I want to see receipts. Matter of fact, I don't even want to see receipts. I want them to wrap this shit up like pronto. And my issue in this whole thing are the paramours, the side dude, and the side chick. I have an issue with individuals who are dating married people and think that just because they're dating this person that they have a right to disrespect the spouse of the person that they're dating. It is not okay. It's not okay for Easy to do it. It's not okay for Claressa to do it. And I have a huge problem with it. I have an issue because Claressa, on her Twitter rant, or her Twitter trying to debunk Remy, she is going to say that, you know, her, and like she's basically talking like she knows Papoose more than Remy would know her own husband. And that is an issue, because she allegedly only been dating Papoose for about 8 months now. So my girl, you do not know this man more than his wife would know him. And it's so insane to me that people think that they have claims to someone else's spouse. If these two people, Papoose and Remy, was to say tomorrow, like, you know what, I'm done with it and I want my family back, both Easy and Claressa, they would be kicked to the curb, because these are two married people who at any point can say, I want my wife or I want my husband back. So Claressa had ended her Twitter debunk by saying that if Remy doesn't shut up or be quiet, then she's going to address and expose other things about Remy. And so Remy came back the next morning and she posted this on her Instagram, and she said, if you just turned 30 and allegedly just met someone 8 months ago that is 47 years old, that I knew since you were 10 and was married to them since you were 13, and he has 4 biological children, one age 28 but will be 29, one age 25, another one 24 will be turning 25, and a 6-year-old baby, and currently promising you a newborn, while finally agreeing to divorce 18 hours and 54 minutes and 3 seconds ago, please refrain from speaking. Let me tell you that this read was so Remy. I cackled when I read it, because not her coming in with the math, trying to read Claressa, and the read was so factual, because Claressa just turned 30 and you have a married man over here trying to promise you a new baby. Girl, what? Where are your senses? Where are your parents? Where are your friends? So Claressa felt like she is big bad froggy, so she's going to jump. So she responded to Remy saying, Remy Ma, I'ma say what the F I want to say. Yes, we're gonna have a family. Yes, we are happy, and yes, you are still invited to the barbecue and cookout, long as you have a good attitude. Leave me and Pap alone. Nobody worried about you. July 26th is our only focus, and ain't nobody scared of you either. Sign them divorce papers Pap filed yesterday, miss. And somebody commented and said, you're really fighting over a bed bug? I don't know if it's her age, or maybe she's just not aware of how the world or divorce processes work. But the fact that she is telling Remy to sign the divorce papers that Pap filed yesterday tells me everything I need to know. This girl has no clue what she's involved in. She doesn't understand how marriages work. She doesn't even understand the kind of man that she is with, because the man didn't respect you enough to make sure that his divorce was finalized before he got with you. And not only that, if his wife didn't come on the internet and basically bully him into signing or filing for divorce, he wouldn't have done it. Because if he's been with you for 8 months and he still hasn't done it, then he would have never taken that step, because he still wants and loves his wife, and vice versa. His wife still wants him. I don't care what Remy wants to say. That is my opinion. She still loves him. She still wants him. And they are mad at each other at this point. They're going through something in their marriage because they've been together for so long, and this too shall pass. However, I feel like bringing it to the internet is just making it worse. And Claressa, to me, in my opinion, she reminds me a little bit of coleslaw because she's slow. You know, let me not call her slow. I'm gonna say she is giving slow, because how you gonna say y'all are gonna have a baby when he just left his home with his 6-year-old? And in nowhere in that paragraph you said anything about marriage, because he not even divorced. So you're willing to go have a baby for a married man that already has about 5 to 6 kids, and you think that you're going to have like a solid relationship with this man when your relationship with him wasn't even built on something authentic. He wasn't your man in the first place to have. So how do you think that you're going to bring a child into that chaos and think that you're going to thrive? Your career, you're already casting doubt on your career because of this mess that you're in with a married man. You're overshadowing your own movie with this mess, and now you want to bring a child into this mess? This girl is giving slow. She's giving slow, and she needs her friends or her family to drive some senses into her, because clearly she's going down the wrong road. And of course, Remy came back responding to Claressa by saying, Claressa, and she rolled her eyes and she said, I'm blocked, so I couldn't at you. But in case you haven't noticed, nobody, and I mean nobody, is talking about July 26th. They truly don't know where it is, the opponent, nothing. Not even after this little stunt. That's what you should have been and should be focused on at all times. Listen, if you're ready to be a grown woman, call me. You have the number. In the meantime, Google divorce mediation. I've been offering that for years now. Back to your girlfriend, Papoose. Bring that arse here, boy. I am laughing because I'm reading this and imagining Remy saying it, and it's funny to me because one, she is speaking facts, and I love the fact that she is keeping the smoke for her husband, which she should. She is not having any smoke for Claressa, but for some reason, Claressa has smoke for her. And Remy is wanting to deal with her husband, because this whole mess is between her and her husband, not her and no girlfriend, not her and no side chick. It's between her and Papoose, who is her husband. So I love the fact that she is keeping the smoke and the energy for her husband and giving some good womanly advice to the girlfriend, because if you have an issue, pick up the phone and call me, because you are dating my husband. You are involving yourself in my marriage, which you shouldn't be. You should just sit in the corner and eat your food and watch this whole thing play out. Or you should do the better thing and just leave. Choose yourself and leave this mess alone. I I really want Black women to just choose better for themselves. There is no reason that a 30-year-old should be involved in this mess between a 47-year-old and what Remy is also in her 40s as well. There is no reason that she should be going through this with her boyfriend and she wanting to have a baby with this man and all this. And why is Papoose putting her through all of this? I mean, if you love this girl and you care about this girl, why would you want this kind of darkness and chaos to be a part of her life, especially because you claim that she is so much better, or she is your everything now that you have left your wife and you're refusing to divorce your wife. So why would you want to bring this kind of drama to your new girlfriend's life? It just doesn't make sense to me, and it just really shows me a lot about the Papoose that we're seeing now. And maybe Remy is right that he cares more about his public image, but that's not really who he is, because she did go on another Instagram live where she revealed some other interesting and damaging information about his family and him, or she alluded to some very damaging information about him, which I'm going to post that video soon. And I'm just like, I really don't know how to take all of this. But one thing I do know that we deserve better as women, as Black women, and as Black men as well. They deserve better. But this internet stuff and the low blows whenever people decide that, you know what, our marriage is coming to an end and I no longer want to be with you, the low down stuff is just too much for me. It is too much, and it's not necessary, especially because their daughter is gonna see this one day, and it's just it's not a good look. It's not okay on either party. And again, I will not be okay with anyone disrespecting anyone's spouse. I feel like the paramours should just stay out of it and let the married couple deal with their issues. The back and forth between Remy and Claressa, that should never happen, because first of all, Claressa should never be addressing Papoose's wife. And that's just where I stand. I'm going to stand with the wife. It's not okay. All around, it's not okay. But overall, Claressa needs to stay out of it, just like Easy needs to stay out of it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to hit the subscribe button, like and share. And I'll see you guys in my next video.